What's up, everybody? Rothstein here, Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fane Rothstein, a.k.a. Yves St. Croissant. Today's Tuesday. I believe it is January 27th, 2026. Please like and subscribe to the video. Leave comments, share the video. Okay? Today, earlier I was talking about scams. Scams in America that have become normalized. And we were talking about the public defender's office, which I believe is a scam. And we're about to talk about another one today, another thing I believe is a scam. And that is charging school children for lunch. Charging them school fees for lunch. To me, that is a scam. Why? Very simply. The kid has to legally be in school from 7 to 3 or whatever your local school time is. They have to be in that school building. They have to be in school. So that's going to be a 7-8 hour day. They're going to get hungry. You're charging them to eat. You're charging them to eat. You're charging them to eat. That's a scam. Because, even if they're in homeschooled, they don't get any, they don't get any, what do you call that? Any stipends from the state, because they're not in the school district. They don't get any supplies sent to their house, to the homeschool facility for them to eat. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Holla if you hear me. No, that's the hookup actually. But listen, they don't get any. If they're homeschooled, and if their parents pack, they don't get a stipend for that. Packing lunch, and everything. So basically, no matter what, this kid, he was going to eat at any point. But if you're going to make them be in school, why are you charging them lunch? Why do they have to pay to eat, for lunch at school a place they have to be at? That is that's just weird to me. And you hear about all these stories of all these kids that go to these schools and, the school won't give them food because their lunch bill is overdue, their lunch bill is too high. They haven't paid a lunch bill in a month or whatever. It's like that should never happen. If I had, if I had, I think I had Elon Musk money or Bezos money. If I had if I just had an extra million, my local school district, the kids wouldn't pay all year. I just go in there, dump that into the school district and say, pay for as many kids as you can for lunch. I don't want to hear nothing about no motherfucking kids can't eat lunch because of blah, 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 because they can't get their bill paid. That's ridiculous, And as you get older, your lunch start getting a little more complex, so they charging you, $6 for the lunch, just like they would be on the street. But again, they have to be at school. So why are you charging them that? If they're not there at school, they get charged with truancy. Parents get jammed up, potentially, and all that. So if they have to be there, then you should be the one to feed them. You should have to feed them. I just don't get that. To me, that is a scam, against the people. Got a couple firefighters coming here, but I ain't gonna hold you too long. I just wanted to drop that one on you. School lunch. Forcing kids to pay for school lunch is a scam against the American people. What do you think? Is it a scam? Or is it just the cost of doing business, of educating? But again, it's got to be paid for. You know, if you're forcing the kids to be in school, should we not be paying? Should we not allow free lunch for kids throughout the school for the 180 days of school that they do? You know, those questions and more will be answered on the next episode of Soap. Let me know in the comments. Let me know how you feeling, all right? And I'll holler back at you. Peace.